Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Dave coming to you from the fire pit in the backyard. I just got out here, but thought I'd show you my Echo. This is my 4-year-old. She's a golden retriever. She's a little skittish of new things, and she is on a restrainment device strapped to my chair because she's got a little bit of a bad gene in her. When she gets free, she loves to run off. So I don't want her finding her way into the woods or finding her way up to the front road. So she's going to hang out with us today. We'll see how this goes. This is kind of an experiment. Never done this before. All right. Oh, yeah. What do you see? Anyway, she's quite curious. She's a youngin' still. She's just turned 4. So, but she's sweet as can be. She's 98% perfect and 2% scoundrel. And this is the environment where the 2% scoundrel comes out in her. So that's why she's on the leash. If we take her out, like out off the property, like for a walk or out to the beach, she doesn't wear a collar. She wears a harness, but I figure she ain't gonna be pulling on it too much here. But I don't like when she pulls. I don't like when my dogs pull on their necks. I don't like that sound they make. So we put them in harnesses. But for keeping her here for a fireside chat, I think this will work fine. You're a good girl. All right, guys. Well, so far so good. She's actually laying down. Hey, today we are brought to you by Canada Dry Cranberry Ginger Ale. It's not horrible. It's not great. And the cigar, this is that Uncle Willie surprise that he sent me. So this is one of his favorite, the New World with the red foot. So thank you to Uncle Willie for the cigar today. So yesterday was Chad's. Chad picked our cigar yesterday, and Uncle Willie picked our cigar today. So thank you, Uncle Willie. It's very cool of you. So guys, we're out here. It's about 5:30 on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon. It has been raining. I mean, cats and dogs. I mean, like Noah type rain. From about midnight to about 12 or 1 o'clock today, it was just torrential downpour. So my wood is struggling to light. And just everything is soaking wet out here. The wind's blowing pretty good, 10, 15 miles an hour. So we'll see if it plays havoc on our lighter and on our cigar burn. But so far the wind is more up in the trees and not blowing right across me. So far, like Mark said, I'm all snuggled here with my big old coat on. I got my foot warming dog, and the fire's turning up. So it's looking good for a Saturday afternoon fireside chat. All right, well, the cigar lit really nice. These New Worlds are box pressed. I don't normally smoke box pressed. Ugh, all snooty, right? Nope. I just don't have any box pressed cigars in my humidors. That's all. Anyway, the draw on this thing is amazing. It's so light. I mean, the draw, it takes nothing to get the draw on. It's wrapped a little loose. Kind of nice. Just burnt myself on the retro hell because I'm stupid. So in yesterday's fireside chat, here's your mama. I only had to go get Chance twice in that hour and a half. That is an absolute record. He was a joy to have out here, so I'll have him out here more. I just thought he might ruin the whole thing, and he really didn't. Mom just got home, so Echo's looking at Mom right now. It's a kind of interesting personality clicks with my dog. So Echo here likes fires, and when we have fires in the fireplace, if it pops and it never pops out, we have to get on her because she'll run, and she loves to eat them. I mean, I don't get it. I should not scare the fire in any way. Chance not so much. Chance doesn't like he doesn't like getting too close to him. He'll sit on the couch with me We're sitting in his favorite leather armchair that's on the far side of the family room from the fire. So he doesn't mind fires, but he doesn't want to get too close to them, and certainly doesn't like them. And you can see she's 1 foot from it and not even paying attention to it. Well, Emery just came out and visited, and now my dog's sitting over here feeling abandoned by mom. Guys, I have absolutely no topics today, so we'll just make it a gentle cigar Saturday, and just make it a grab bag of whatever comes to mind. So Mark over at Welsh Piper in his kind of his waffle, he called it something else. Anyway, for his waffle, he brought up 2 great points about me and my channel. I think I'll handle them in reverse order. One is some of my videos. Mark, I couldn't agree more that some of my videos are too dense, too serious. I definitely understand that. And I understand that it's not for everyone, man. No, your comment didn't bother me at all. I totally understand it. I'll say I feel compelled to do some of this content. The Start Over series, the economic series, or the investing series, and then this what I'm calling the danger series. I just feel just compelled to put that information out there. So that's kind of why it's going out. But I get it. It's not for everyone, and it's not what I would call enjoyable material. So thanks for the comment. I definitely understand it. The other comment, Mark, that you made was about Anne Marie, and so I thought I'd make part of this fireside chat about my wife. So you can see Echo back here pretending she's a cow. Every now and then she's a grass eater. Some people say that's because she has an upset stomach, but that's just not true. She just eats grass from time to time. She's goofy. So anyway, I was up in Anchorage from November of '88 to March of '99. March of '89. And it was time for me. We wrapped up the project, and I was ready to go back down to Seattle. And Amory said, "Well, I'm coming with you." So she was good enough at what she did. The company let her work remote. I mean, in 1989, that was unheard of, basically. But she could do from anywhere. So we moved back down to Seattle, and she moved in with me, and we got engaged and we got married. So that was March of '89, and we got married in May of '90. So it was like 15, 16 months. And then she wanted to have kids pretty quickly, but it just wasn't working. We tried for a long time. So I was 37 when Sean was born. Sean's our first. So we went through a long time of fertility treatments, actually. So I think it was God just telling me I wasn't ready, not her. I think he was saying that I wasn't ready to be a dad yet. And I think that was probably true. So we had 9 or 10 years of trying. I mean, we did the full, UVF, IVF. We did so many treatments that eventually the fertility doctor, I told the story before, but so many people have joined the channel that I was actually on a first name basis with my buddy Gil. I didn't even call him by doctor. And eventually he just came to me and said, "Hey, we need to stop doing this. I need to stop taking your money." And we were in a lot of our friends were having the same issues, a lot of infertility. We called it the infertility club, but every so often one of them would get pregnant and would drop out of the club. And man, those were bad days when I got home. I could tell somebody had gotten pregnant before my wife even said anything, just when I walked in the door. So we decided to go ahead and adopt. We went through a year-long adoption process, and pretty much as we got the final approval letter and the videotapes for 2 infants that needed to be taken, we were doing the Russian adoptions, which was pretty popular back in the late 1999s. We got approved, and we were getting ready to go to Russia. And one Sunday morning, I came back from my morning run, and my wife, who doesn't like to get up till 8 or 9 o'clock, I got back from my run around 6:30 in I think it was in August of 2000, and my wife is standing there fully showered and dressed, which was a little scary all by itself. I was like, "Oh my God, honey, are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I think I'm pregnant." So at that point, I was like, "Oh my God, you're sleepwalking, you're having a dream or something." And she goes, "No, I think I'm really pregnant." I'm like, I was like, "Oh no," she snapped. She couldn't take it. She goes, "No, I'm really serious. I think I'm pregnant." I even called the fertility doctor, my buddy Gil, and he said, "Well, come on up. I'll meet you at the clinic." It was about an hour's drive to get up there, and he ran a blood test, and sure enough, she was pregnant. So we had to actually call the adoption agency back and say, "Hey, we're pregnant. We're on a flight to Russia. What do you want us to do?" And they said, "We got other adopting parents that would love to have those 2 infants. So send the tapes back, and that'll be it." So we did that. And then come March, March of 2001, Anne Marie was 8 months pregnant. And she came home and said, "I quit." And she's true to her word. She quit. And she never went back to work to this day. She dedicated every second of her life to taking care of her 3 kids, Sean, Lauren, and me. And she's done an amazing job. My kids are who they are today because of Anne Marie, not me. She volunteered at every school thing. She was the mom that brought home baked cookies to every bake sale, and every time the school got in trouble and needed help, she'd go up there. The school's only about a mile away. Truly, that old-fashioned mom, she loved it. That's all she lived for it. She's got a great relationship with both kids from the day they were born till today. She never had a bad relationship with the kids. We made a big deal about family dinners, so we tried to have family dinners, like sit down at the table, no TV, every night. Probably 5, 6 nights a week for 15 years. From the time they were 5 or 6 to, until they really got into really almost like their senior year in high school. She made dinner at home every night. She still does to this day. Every day she says, "What do you want for dinner?" And we go out occasionally, but she cooks most of the meals here at the house. So someday maybe she'll come on camera. We'll see. I'll tell you, she's a woman. She's the sweetest, most caring, gentle person I know. Until you hit her steel core. If you touch one of her core values, man, you draw back a stump. Yeah, I've hit it a few times. She believes what she believes, and she knows why she believes what she believes, and she doesn't need anybody questioning it. She's quite conservative. I think she's more conservative than I am. She's so conservative that she quit the Republican Party and became an independent. Said they weren't cutting it anymore. So I need to do a thank you vid, but somebody from the YTPC sent my wife 3 bottles of olive oil that are the best olive oil we have ever had in our lives. So we had that for dinner last night, and in it was a recipe book. It's one of the best things you can put this olive oil on is almond orange cake. And I told Amory, I said, hey, that sounds really good. We should try it. You know what she's doing right now as I film this video? She's in there baking an orange almond cake. That's the kind of person I'm married to. Hey, Scoop. So I almost feel like I'm showing off or bragging, but my life is truly this good. It's 6 acres, rural. I can do this in the backyard, have a nice fire. Got my dog at my feet. My son's killing it. My daughter's killing it at school. They're both happy. My mother-in-law is in relatively good health. You know, I know life won't always be this good or this smooth, so it's just nice to sit here and openly admit it to my friends, to you guys. You know, I'm smoking a cigar given to me from one of my best friends at the YTPC 2 nights in a row. Another good friend of mine at YTPC sent my wife a gift. Yeah, it's truly good. Life is truly good. So guys, I'll give you an Esterval's update. So I counted up, I went back and reviewed my order history on their website this morning. So today I received another order from them. I've done 14 orders from Esterval's for the last 4 months, December, January, February, March. And all 14 have been, I gotta say, have been absolutely flawless, from Esterval's packing it, charging the credit card, getting it to DHL, and DHL delivering it to my home. I got to say that I've had 0 issues with them. So I don't know if some of you are still having issues with either Esterval's or the shipping, or I guess some of your orders are getting caught by customs. I've not had one do that. In fact, going the other way, I felt bad. Gary Piper Monkey, I sent him a really big box, and I think all I did, I was being lazy. I think it had 4 tubs in it, 2 Prince Albert, 2 Carter Hall, because he said he couldn't get them out on the, I guess on that side of the pond. You guys can't get our codgers, which seems stupid, but it's not the stupidest thing I've heard about Europe lately. But so I just said, well, I'm going to send him sort of a lifetime supply, right? So, you know, get him 4 tubs. And I just took the box that came to me in, and I ripped all the labels off and then shipped it that way. I think it was too big a box. I should have split it in half, because he got nipped. The box got pulled by customs at UK, and they made him pay import tax. So Gary, I feel bad about that, man. I don't send gifts to people that cost them money. I feel bad because I think it was my laziness not breaking it into 2 shipments, because it was a pretty good sized box. But there's no way, there was nothing. I stripped everything off the box that would even give a hint of it being contraband. So anyway, I feel bad it got nipped and it cost you money, buddy. So I'm excited. It's Saturday, so Thursday I travel. So Thursday about noontime here on the East Coast, I'll be seeing my boy Sean and picking up Ranger. So it'll be good to get Ranger back in the videos for a while, and try to take you guys on the trip through the wildlands of Wyoming to get from Denver to Jackson. Should be interesting. There's some big storms coming through, so it might be interesting. I have to admit, though, I miss Ranger. Even though I have 2 dogs here, I've missed that dog. And it's been 2 months since I saw Sean as well. So it'll be fun to have lunch with him or brunch with him. Then on the way back, when I'm done on the trip coming home, I'll go back, bring Ranger back to Sean, and spend a couple of days with Sean at his house. That'll be really nice. So I'll give you a badge update. I don't know how she did it, but Linda emailed me this morning that she got 70 badges done and she put them in the mail today. And she's doing the other 60, so we'll have 130 badges here pretty soon. So the ones that she mailed today will get here in time. I'll take a bunch with me to Wyoming, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing, but do it from Wyoming for the next, I guess, 4 weeks. And then the rest will be here when I get here. So we essentially have 130 more to give away, which is kind of fun. And some of you are waiting on responses from me. Paul, I know you're waiting on a spreadsheet. Tim, you had some badge ideas that I need to get back to you on. So I know it. I'm not dogging you. I had a 3-hour coffee session with Anne Marie this morning. It was pouring down rain. We sat on the porch together, and we were both in talkative moods, and it was just a rare moment. I was not going to mess that up. And then I feel compelled to get this danger reading done. I think I got one more session. I did 2 today. I think I got one more, and then we'll be done. But I want to get it done before that assassin drone comes around. So anyway, I think tomorrow I'll be able to clear all the. If you're waiting on me for anything, I should be able to get it done tomorrow. Sunday's a pretty quiet day. Hey guys, I was really pleased with Potter Piper's Meek discussion of Meek. The video, I think he put it up yesterday. I really enjoyed that. I think we've totally been built by societies of what meek means. I typed it in as a comment to his vid, but meek does not mean cowering on your couch in your house, wondering when you're going to inherit the earth. Make sure you're spending time getting skilled and dangerous, capable. Because when you combine being dangerous and capable with the intelligence to know when to use it, that's when you're meek. The respectful application of dangerous and deadly force. That's meek. I don't know how we got trained or taught that meek meant weak, that meek meant cowering. I don't know. I didn't like it. I wanted to try to see if we couldn't fix that a little bit. And you saw Potter Piper's dangerous now. He's armed. If he didn't live in New York, we'd be getting him his EDC and his AR-15. But not in that state. We got 4 vultures flying around. Echo's watching them. That's what you see you're looking at. What do you see, girl? Are they flying all around? Chance has a bad relationship with the vultures, so he always barks at them, but she just watches them. Gosh, there's something about the sound of the wind in the trees. That's not blowing smoke directly in my face. It's pretty cool to hear it. It's a really typical March day, really blustery, dark gray. Got to rain for 14 hours. That typical late March. Did I say May? God, that late March battle between winter not wanting to give it up and spring wanting to move in. Just a shot of the dog, no other reason. Echo's just walking around. She realizes life's pretty good. She's a sweet beast. I love her. I warned you I had nothing to talk about today. Just a nice, gentle cigar on a Saturday afternoon with a golden retriever. It doesn't get any calmer than that. She really doesn't understand the concept of a leash. She's just almost never on one. I'm talking maybe 5 days a year she might get on a leash. She's a true country animal. All right, guys, I guess that ends another fireside chat today. Just a nice, gentle hour with you. I hope two things for you. I hope your life is good. And if it is, I hope you take a moment to realize that and let that soak in and just feel how good life is. Sometimes we forget. We forget to just stop and, the old saying, stop and smell the roses, but just stop and take a pause and recognize how good your life is. Recognize how good that cigar is. Recognize how good that bowl of tobacco is in that 30, 45 minutes you gave it to enjoy it. All right, guys. May God bless you. May God turn his ear toward your prayer. And may God make his face shine upon you. Love you guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow on Sunday. Goodbye, everybody.